Zelensky is left feeling like a jealous ex after US and EU have gone all out to woo Israel. So he had to think outside the box. What was outside the box, though, was a rotten, kiddish ploy.
We will tell you all about it. Before that, if you're a fan of non-corporate monetary news and analysis, you've landed on the right YouTube channel. Okay, let's begin.
The twists and turns of the Ukraine conflict seem to spin more tales than a seasoned novelist. As we delve into the current state of play, Chasiv, a key position in eastern Ukraine, appears to be teetering on the brink of collapse under relentless pressure. It's in such a dire state that Ukraine's military chief has practically set up camp there. Meanwhile, Kharkiv, Ukraine's storied second city, once the nation's capital, is under severe duress. It might just capitulate within a month under the hammer of Russia's summer offensive, a campaign so fierce it's practically sending shivers down the spines of Ukrainians far and wide. Then Ukraine's armed forces are grappling with a triad of troubles. They're battling shortages of equipment, a demoralization so deep it whispers of mutiny, and draft dodgers who are quite literally making a splash as they dive into rivers aiming for Romanian refuge. So, amidst this backdrop of looming victory, who would hatch a plan to assassinate Ukraine's President Zelensky? Surely only someone with a strategy so misguided they'd be crowned the grand champion of poor decision making. To expect that from Putin is sheer inanity. Despite the chaos, an attempt has been made indeed. Let's unpack these so called facts and separate fiction from reality in this unfolding saga. A Polish man, now formally acquainted with handcuffs, finds himself in a sticky wicket. Dubbed Pawel K, he's been accused of playing cozy with Russian intelligence. His mission was to allegedly snoop around an airport frequented by none other than Ukraine's President Zelensky. The airport in question, Rzeszów has morphed from a quaint regional hub into a bustling nerve center channeling Western military might into Ukraine. Here, military and cargo planes from the illustrious US and various European cousins taxi in and out, their bellies full of supplies for Ukraine. Polish prosecutors, leaning on tips from Ukrainian intelligence, nabbed Pawel K before he could possibly turn his airport observations into a gossip column for Russian intelligence. It's unclear if he actually passed any titillating tidbits to his alleged handlers. The intrigue doesn't stop at mere surveillance. Pawel K supposedly reached out directly to those Russians actively participating in the Ukrainian narrative. And what's a good story without a sprinkle of past shenanigans? Recall last year when Polish authorities caught a group of foreign nationals with their hands in the cookie jar. Spycams planted around. Yes, the very same airport. Through all this, Rzeszów continues to see VIP traffic. President Zelensky and even US President Joe Biden have graced its tarmac, likely pondering the drama unfolding below as they pass through. The airport, once just a dot on the map, is now a focal point in a story of international intrigue, where the next chapter is always waiting to be written. And as for Pawel K, his next script involves courtroom dramas and perhaps learning a thing or two about keeping a low profile. Now, let's wade through two riveting scenarios that might just explain the recent arrest of our mysterious Mr. Pawel K. Scenario number one paints him as a Ukrainian puppet, orchestrated to tug at heartstrings worldwide. The goal is to snatch some limelight and perhaps aid away from Israel, which is hogging all the headlines. A bit of an amateur hour move, don't you think? Especially considering the whispers that the US and NATO have quietly tiptoed away from Ukraine. Now flip the coin and we land on scenario number two. Powell is not a spy, but a disgruntled Polish farmer. With Ukrainian grain flooding the European market and pushing Polish farmers to the brink, it's no wonder they are up in arms, literally blocking borders and lighting fires in protest. So, is Powell just another fed up farmer turned accidental man of mystery? Decisions, decisions. What's the real story? You be the judge. And Poland may have a financial motive in upholding Ukraine's narrative. Remember, Tusk is waiting for a 10 billion euros grant from the EU. The conditions to get those 10 bills are many and of varying complexities. This might be one of them. Poland, after all, got a big fat package from the EU just 3 days back. If you don't know why, do watch this video.